7 Eyewitness News investigative reporter Charlie Specht on the case in this special assignment.
Jackie Murray White's mom has lived in some of Western New York's most troubled nursing homes. But Murray White says none of those places compares to what she has seen at this nursing home in Niagara Falls.
Out of all the places that she could have possibly been placed, this is the worst one I've ever seen. It's disgusting.
Located in one of the most blighted areas of the Cataract City, Niagara Rehabilitation and Nursing has been called a modern-day poorhouse and a nursing home of last resort.
There were some major issues at the facility. It really seemed as though the staff were being pressed to the limits of what they could do to try to care for the people.
In fact, one of those residents called 7 Eyewitness News pleading for our help. So we dug into years' worth of state reports and found many troubling problems.
Urine stench when you walked up on the floor was overpowering. When you walked by the room, people would call asking you for help, because none of the nurses would come and help them.
Murray White said the conditions were so bad, she refused to bring her new baby there to visit.
My sister and I would have to leave our homes because no one would come take her to the bathroom.
And what happens when no one takes you to the bathroom?
There was one time, I think it was about 2 to 3 hours, she sat in her own pee because no one cleaned her up. They would yell at her for calling.
Problems at the nursing home go back at least 8 years. That's when a man fell to his death from a third-floor window. Things were supposed to improve when New York City investors Samuel and Israel Sherman bought the nursing home in 2012. But even at the ribbon cutting, patients approached Deister with pleas for help.
That we're saying, no one knows what's happening here. No one knows what the people that are staying here have to go through. Can you tell the world somehow about what it is that's going on here?
The federal government rates the nursing home 1 out of 5 stars, the lowest possible rating. A January inspection by the state health department found 23 violations, nearly 6 times the state average. Twice in 2015, it was cited for severe systemic deficiencies, for failing to provide the necessary care and services. This resulted in a pattern of immediate jeopardy and substandard quality of care to resident health and safety. We wanted to talk to the owners, but they sent a letter saying they were unable to comment due to privacy concerns. After being escorted off the property, we did finally get some answers from one of the company's managers by phone. Has anyone been held accountable for what's happened here?
If anybody did anything wrong, then yes, they are disciplined up to and including termination.
But just 5 months later, in January of this year, something even worse happened. State documents show that on January 20th, a man who was sent to Niagara Rehab for short-term care began complaining of abdominal pain at 2 a.m. For the next 2.5 hours, reports say there was no documented evidence that nurses monitored a man's vital signs or even called a doctor. At 6:30 a.m., the man, lying on his back, repeatedly yelled, "Help, help, help, I need help." Inspectors said twice nurses walked by the man's room, ignoring his pleas. By 9:30 a.m., 7 hours after he first cried out, the man was dead. Nursing officials dispute that account, but the state still fined them $10,000.
There's 2 sides to every story. One nurse I think of in particular was very upset by that situation because she was in the room and was acting from the moment she got on the floor before 7 o'clock in the morning.
Now, as for Jackie Murray White's mother, she thankfully was able to get out of the nursing home, got transferred, is home with her family now. But for the people still inside there, help may be around the corner. They hired a new administrator at this place. I sat down face to face with him, and he does honestly seem genuinely interested in turning this place around. Let's hope he succeeds.
Well, that's positive and hopeful. You cited so many different violations, Charlie. Why hasn't this place been closed down?
Really, the bottom line here from the state is that if this place were to be closed down, it's in the inner city, there's not many places like this in Niagara County, these people would really have nowhere to go. They can't afford the more expensive nursing homes, and it's either this or they're out on the street.
All right, thank you, Charlie. I know how much work you put into this. We appreciate your report tonight. Thank you.
And Charlie's investigation continues on the WKBW app. You'll find extended interviews, full government inspection reports, and a look at how other facilities shape up.